over the weekend, the New Orleans Saints did something that many people lambasted them for, because it is a very New Orleans Saints thing to trade for a receiver that's on IR. It is. But the Saints did that on Saturday. New Orleans sent a 2027 sixth-round pick to New England for Ja'Lynn Polk and a 2028 seventh-round pick. So you're talking late-round picks and a player swap. And if you're not familiar, Ja'Lynn Polk was a second-round pick a year ago, number 37 overall. Remember Ja'Lynn Polk from Washington? He was on that team with Michael Penix, a great team that went to the national championship game. He was drafted by New England, 37th overall, so early second-round pick. And the Saints liked him a lot in the pre-draft process. Well, after a year that was kind of defined by some dropsies, now New England, and an injury, New England's cutting bait. They're sending Polk to New Orleans. Again, the Saints are getting Polk and a 2028 seventh-round pick in exchange for a 2027 sixth-round pick. So you're sending a 6 for a player and a 7. Here was Kellen Moore. This was post-game, as a matter of fact, after they lost to the 49ers, but it was the first time, because this happened on a Saturday, it was the first time that the media had a chance to talk to Kellen Moore about it.
Ja'Lynn's obviously on injured reserve already, so he was already on injured reserve with New England, so we were able to acquire him. We're really excited about that. He was, everyone watched him coming out of the draft. Just last year, we felt like everyone, when I was in Philly, when the staff here was in New Orleans, obviously, everyone had great feedback on it. We felt like it was a great opportunity for the future to bring a guy in who we all think highly of, add to that room. We feel like that room has, we just got a ton of depth in that room for certainly this year, and his becomes a factor in next year, and so that'll be a different experience there, but we feel like we're just adding to a really talented room right now.
Okay, so you consider you've got Olave, you've got Shaheed, you signed Brandon Cooks to a 2-year deal, you traded for Devon Vele, so you're building some numbers in that room. Now you add Ja'Lynn Polk as well. The flip side of it, remember, Gerard Mayo was the coach in New England a year ago when they drafted Ja'Lynn Polk. Now it's Mike Vrabel, so different leadership there in the organization. Here was Vrabel on 98.5 The Sports Hub, why they traded Ja'Lynn Polk.
I just think that good start for him somewhere else, and wish him the best. He worked extremely hard to get back and then was re-injured. So we weren't going to be without Ja'Lynn this year anyways, and we felt like what was best is to kind of give him a fresh start.
So Ja'Lynn Polk gets a fresh start. New England gets an asset for him. Remember, in New England, you've actually seen Kayshon Boutte emerge this year, which is a pleasant surprise for us as LSU fans and guys that watch Kayshon, but obviously for New England as well, maybe something they weren't counting on for him to play as well as he has. So just something worth filing away. When you think back to what Polk was coming out, you're talking about a guy at 6'1", 203 pounds, who was an explosive player at Washington. He started his career at Texas Tech in the COVID year, but then played 3 seasons at Washington. And in that year in 23, when they played for the Natty, he had 69 catches for 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns. I mean, really good player. That was an early second-round pick. Some people mocked him in round 1. So you get a high-ceiling guy here for a low amount. But the thing with Ja'Lynn Polk is the drops a year ago were really what hurt him. And that's what Gerard Mayo, again, this was from last October in his rookie year. This was his then head coach, Gerard Mayo, talking about Polk a year ago.
I think he just, he needs to get over this mental hump. You gotta eliminate the drop passes. You got to be better blocking, which he did a great job in college at that. And at times throughout the season, he just has to continue to grow. He has to work harder. He has to pay more attention to the details. And we fully expect him to grow into a receiver that's dependable on run and pass downs. Okay, so Gerard Mayo didn't have the opportunity to watch him develop. He got fired. A new coach comes in, and Mike Vrabel sends Ja'Lynn Polk to the New Orleans Saints. And so old Gumsmackin' Mick sends future assets, again, for a player that you're not going to use this year. And you know what? Brace yourself. I love it. I love it. Muse, I love it.
I'm flabbergasted.
Miracles happen. Miracles
right in front
happen.
of my face.
World peace is possible.
It is.
Left and right can come together, red and blue, in harmonious harmony.
Sure. Yeah, there you go. Harmonious harmony.
Bama fans and Auburn fans can coexist.
They can.
Harvey Updike no longer poisoning trees.
Oh, well,
It's possible.
he's also passed on. But yeah,
he's dead.
He's dead.
He is dead,
Yeah,
yes.
so he's
he
not
is dead.
poisoning trees.
The Harvey Updikes of the future.
There we go.
It is possible, Muse, that dogs and cats can lie together.
Mm-hmm.
I am complimenting Mickey Loomis. I'm complimenting Gumsmackin' Mick. Now, this may just be a very clear example of a blind squirrel finding a nut. He might not even be aware that this happened. He may be at some Italian restaurant in New Orleans drinking vino and eating the veal parm and not even aware that Kellen made this trade. That might have been what happened. I don't know. I don't know what Mick's doing. But if he had any say in this, I applaud him. Listen, I'm a big enough man, Muse, that I can compliment an adversary for a job well done.
Very mature.
It's true. I can. I'm the most competitive son of a bugger you'll ever meet in your life. I'm going to work real hard to beat you in everything I do. Not that I'm competing with Mickey Loomis and anything, but the point is, if you beat me, you earned it. And I can congratulate you for that. And if you're Mickey Loomis and you're doing your damnedest to run this organization straight into the ground, and somehow you slip up and actually do something that makes a lick of sense, I can compliment you for it. Attaboy, Mick. It's a miracle here. We call this a Miracle Monday on a Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a Wondrous Miracle Wednesday. A Miracle Wondrous Wednesday. A Wondrous Wednesday. I'm trying to make it work with alliteration.
Wondrous Wednesday. I like that.
But I want to work in miracle.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Muse. First of all, you're not winning anything this year. We know that. I've said it a million times. If they were making trades, giving up future assets for someone to try to help them win now, I would not be good with that. You're not winning anything this year. You stink. You're 0-2. You're going to be 0-3 after Sunday. You're going to be 0-4 after you go to Buffalo. Mm-hmm. There's new odds out. Kellen Moore has the best odds to be the last new coach to win a game. I do think they can beat either New York or New England in the Dome here in a few weeks. I think they could get one of those. But nonetheless, I'm not interested in giving up assets to try to win now. That's why I didn't like the Devon Vele trade. What are you doing? We'll see in time if that actually plays out. I think we got fleeced by Sean Payton on that one. But I like this one. You got a guy with a super high ceiling, 2 years left. We can take down the music. You got a guy with a super high ceiling. You got 2 years left on your rookie contract, so you're still getting him relatively inexpensive. You're going to get him in your organization, in your culture this year, get him healthy, come back, compete next year for a job, and all you gave up is a future 6, and you got a future 7, and so if Pulk doesn't work out, that's okay. You basically did a pick swap. Now, you got a 7, they got a 6, but I would like to also remind you, have you ever taken a look at the New Orleans Saints' history of 6th-round draft picks?
No.
All right, let's run through some of this, okay? This year was Devin Neal. We're optimistic.
Yeah.
Probably misplaced when I run through some of this. Christian Boyd was a 6th-round pick. A.T. Perry was a 6th-round pick. How did that work out?
Oh, Lord. He's in Denver.
Jordan Jackson. Landon Young. Stop me if I hit on one. Saquon Hampton. Cameron Moore. You even know who that is?
I've never heard of Cameron Moore.
He was a cornerback. Cameron Moore was a cornerback out of Boston College. Didn't really work out. They had Boston Scott, who was a hit, but he didn't stay here.
Not here, yeah.
You got rid of him, and he went somewhere else.
Philly.
Al-Qadim Muhammad.
I remember that name.
Yeah. Tavon Rooks, embarrassment out of Kansas State. Rufus Johnson out of Tarleton State.
Strong name.
Huge relative athletic score guy.
Was he at the Senior Bowl?
Probably. Andrew Tiller. Taylor Melhaff when they drafted a kicker, and that didn't work out out of Wisconsin naturally. Mike Haas, that was part of Sean Payton's first draft. Didn't he win the Biletnikoff at Oregon State that year? I think Mike Haas won the. They also drafted Josh Lay, same year, by the way, both 6th-round picks that year. Jason Jefferson, I don't even remember him. Another one from Wisconsin. Got to stop drafting Wisconsin guys. They finally hit on one in Ramcheck. I'll keep going if you're interested. Kareem Kelly. By the way, we're back to 2003 now. We're all the way back to, we have not found a 6-rounder yet that the Saints have hit. Back to 2003.
Haas did win the Blitnikoff in 05.
How about your boy?
Yeah.
How about your boy,
We'll
Muse?
get
How
you a
about, can I
ding.
get at that thing? I
Yeah,
mean,
get you a ding
every
there.
now and again, Muse, I get a pull like that. You remember why Mike Haas?
Yeah.
He's a Wes Welker type.
Oh,
Muse.
get they.
He's a Wes Welker type, Mike Haas.
Man, the Saints took him
Saints-
from the Patriots? Bill had to be pissed.
JT O'Sullivan.
Okay.
O'Sullivan O'Sucks. John Gilmore. Mitch White. You have to go back to Mark Bulger in 2000, who was a 6th-round pick. You have to go back a quarter century before you find a hit on a 6th-round pick by the New Orleans Saints. So you send a 6 to New England for a guy that was gifted enough to be the 37th overall pick on a rookie deal with 2 years left, not compromising anything for this year, for the future to try to win this year. It's a future asset. I think Kellen probably sent Mick and Dennis Lauscha to go get a few glasses of wine and some veal parm, or maybe a steak, and said and just took the wheel for a little bit. That's what I think happened here. And they stumbled back in like, brilliant, Trey, look at what we did. It couldn't have been Mick who pulled this off. But I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. You surprised?
Yeah, I am. I'm very surprised, actually. If I woke up tomorrow morning with my head set on the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now.
Just about to say, the correct response is, Eddie, if I woke up tomorrow with my head set on the carpet, I'd be more surprised than I am right now. Attaboy, Mick. Come back to your gum smacking, please. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.